I just turned a blind eye and never checked on Brian at all. I just left and I never looked back. And I feel so guilty when I come across these videos. This boy, he loved me to death. His last videos, he loved me to death. And there was no way he could have reached me because I just turned my back and walked away. I will always check on the grandmother. Whenever I go to Kenya, I will make it always my duty to pass by, put a flower on my friend's graveyard. I will always do that, just to keep that friendship. I will cherish my friendship with Brian, always. Mama. Ein Moment bitte. I will cherish that moment, because that boy, he has died with me. He has taken the good part of me with him, 100%. There is no way I'm gonna ignore that cry, that last cry that I have seen on videos. No way. No way. So I'm gonna promise you guys, I will be checking on the grandmother. Even after all the things are done and the grandmother is comfortable, I will always be around for the family, just to remind them Brian's friend is here. I have brought a flower. I will put on a candle the way I light candles on my parents' graves. I will pass by to light a candle always for Brian Chira. That is how I will keep the memory of Brian with me always. I promise. Yes, I will be there as somebody who practically that boy took seriously in his life. So it is well. Brian is gone. I've not been doing so well. The past 3 days I've been very weak. I've been somehow bedridden. I've been having this very bad feeling around me. I don't know why. But today I'm doing quite well. Leo at least nimetoka nje. Nimevaa nikatoka nje. Nikavaa viatu. Mimi hata kuvaa viatu wanga problem. Nikavaa viatu. Nikajimudu. I went with my son out to eat some ice and coffee. And we are just back. And my mood is... It's a little bit lightened up. Yeah. So guys, we are all in this journey. We are all in this journey. Huyo mtu anani update 10 million loading. I don't care how much money you are gonna raise on Brian's funeral. I want to remain with the good side of Brian when he was alive. I think hiyo ndio muhimu kwangu. Ile mnafanya after amekufa hainihusu. But I will be happy if he gets a decent burial. That will be my happiness. Ile mnafanya afterwards, just keep me out of it. Tafadhali. Hainihusu. Let the people who are gonna do that do it to their best. I am not part of that. Thank you very much. And just respect that I was there in Brian's life when he was alive. Thank you. I woke up to marvelous, fabulous, beautiful gifts. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much. I am so sorry that I am not active anymore since Brian passed away. Siko active vile nilikuanga. Our normal stories are gone. Our normal laughters are gone. And people are just concentrated on funeral. May everybody out there find their peace in this period of mourning and a sudden death of our friend Brian. I'm coming across a lot of videos from Brian Chira that I never saw at all. I just feel guilty of how I I just turned a blind eye and never checked on Brian at all. I just left and I never looked back. And I feel so guilty when I come across these videos. This boy, he loved me to death. His last videos, he loved me to death. And there was no way he could have reached me because I just turned my back and walked away. I feel so guilty. When I come across these videos, I feel so bad. I cannot turn back the hands of time, but I think if I could have acted differently, Brian would be here today. That was God's plan. I have to live with that guilt. I hope he forgives me. Ein Moment bitte. I hope he forgives me and take the good part of us with him. I believe he does, because the messages Brian has left me behind, they are very strong, very tormenting, very sweet, very intensive, very honest, and very touching. I swear. If there is somebody that boy has taken with him, it is Nyako. And I hope he will only bring me blessings. I hope it is only going to be a river of blessing after blessing from Brian. And I have to make it up to his show that I will visit the grandmother personally when the dust settles. I'm going to introduce myself as that lady that did something good in Brian's life and walked away, but Brian never ever walked away from our relationship. Deep down himself, he has died holding my hand. He has died with me, and I hope he will forgive me wherever he is for just ignoring him permanently and shutting him out of my life. I feel so guilty, guys. The messages, I came across one today, I felt so guilty.
Tupinge maamuzi ya Mungu. Rest in peace, Brian. Lakini tunakukumbuka vile ulikuwa.
People are just concentrated on funeral. May everybody out there find their peace in this period of mourning and a sudden death of our friend Brian. I'm coming across a lot of videos from Brian Chira but I think if I could have acted differently, Brian would be here today. That was God's plan. I have to live with that guilt himself. He has died holding my hand. He has died with me. And I hope he will forgive me wherever he is for just ignoring him permanently and shutting him out of my life. I feel so guilty, guys. The messages, I came across one today, I felt so guilty. But I promise, I will always check on the grandmother. Yeah, so guys, for that 30 minutes live, I think I've been live for the past 30 minutes. Almost an hour. And I think hiyo imetosha. Ama ni aje? Hiyo imetosha. I promised to mourn Brian until he's buried. ndio tutarudi to our normal lives. Hizo stories za ujinga, kuchekacheka, nini. For now, we are mourning Brian. We strictly remain at mourning Brian. Okay? So thank you so much for this beautiful evening. See you guys tomorrow. Mungu akitujalia. Tomorrow is not promised to anybody. Hatujui watu wangapi wataamka kesho. So, ukiamka kesho, shukuru. Kuwa na shukran. Everybody has a purpose. Ukiamka kesho, ujue there's something that God expects you to do about yourself and everybody around you. Find your purpose. Find what it is that keeps you going, that God wants from you. Look for it, find it, do it. We are all on a difficult journey. Wengine wetu, they will give up. Wengine wetu, watakamilisha hiyo safari. What does God want us to do? He wants us to die doing good things to people out there. So be good. Tomorrow is not promised to anybody. Good night, Tine.